Hello everyone, welcome to Polyset Virtual Training. Today we are going to discuss about coordinate geometry. Let us know what is coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry, we define the coordinates of a point in a plane with reference to two mutual perpendicular lines in the same plane. It also includes plotting of points in the plane, which is used to draw the graph of linear equation in the Cartesian plane. So already we discussed this, how to draw the graph, right? For the linear equation, what kind of graph you will get it? Yes, obviously you're right. It's a straight line, right? So what is coordinate geometry? To find the measurement of the geometric figures that can be graphed with the coordinates. So basically, as you understood what is coordinate geometry right now, so whatever we are doing on the Cartesian plane, if you are finding the measurement of any object, geometrical object, that you will say it as what? Coordinate geometry. So let us try to understand the basic terminologies what are there in the coordinate geometry. The Cartesian plane is a plane with a rectangular coordinate system that associate with each point in a plane with a pair of numbers, right? So what is this whole thing? Could you see that, right? As a graph sheet, you can imagine our graph sheet, whatever we used to draw the graph. That graph sheet is nothing but what? Cartesian plane. Okay, so Cartesian plane will have, what are the things you will have it with the x and y axis, right? So what each and every point, as you can see over here, this point and this point, it is associated with each point in the plane, right? So here they mentioned it very clearly, it's a pair of number. So in the Cartesian plane, how will you plot a point? It's with what? Pair of plane. So pair is nothing but what? It's x comma y. Usually you will do it with what? Ordered pair, x comma y. I can't write it like a normal number. It should be starting with a bracket. And what is a point on the x coordinate? What is a movement in the x coordinate? You will write it. And what is a movement in the y coordinate? You will write it. Then you will close this bracket. So what are the two perpendicular line? You can see it here, right? X and y are the two perpendicular line. That you will say it as what? Coordinate axis. The horizontal line you will say it as what? X axis, and the vertical line you will say it as a y axis. So the coordinate axis divides a plane into how many equal parts? It is into called quadrants. How many? So quadrants is nothing but each quadrant makes you 90 degree. Okay, each quadrant gives you what? 90 degrees. So this is quadrant 1, this is quadrant 2, this is quadrant 3, and this is quadrant 4. So totally you are having how many quadrants in a Cartesian plane? 4 quadrants we are having. So this is a very important point. Where is a point of intersection? You will say that is origin. What is the name? The point of intersection where x and y axis meet? That is a origin. 0 comma 0. The point of the origin is what? 0 comma 0. You will say that as a point of the origin will be, the coordinate of the origin will be 0 comma 0, right? The distance of a point from y axis is called x coordinate or abscissa. What is the x coordinate? What is the name for x coordinate? You will say abscissa, right? And the distance of y coordinate, what is the y coordinate name? You will say ordinate. Joining together only, you will say that as what? Coordinate. If I join x and y, abscissa and ordinate, you will get coordinate. Okay, so whatever the point we are representing over here, whatever the point we are representing over here, how we will represent? As I said you, it should be in the ordered pair. So the name of the point and x comma y. Right, in the coordinate you can see here in your figure whatever you are seeing. So what is a point 1? Point P, it's 1 comma 4. What is a point Q? It's minus 4 comma 3. Always you have to start with, see, I have started with the minus 4 and I moved till 3. Right, it is minus 4 comma 3, and R is minus 2 comma 4, and S is 2 comma minus 2, right? So in the first quadrant, both x and y are what? Positive. In the second quadrant, x is negative, y is positive. In the third quadrant, both are negative. In fourth quadrant, x is positive and y is negative. So these are the basic terminologies you have to understand for the coordinate geometry, right? So now we are going to learn about distance formula. What is a distance? If I'm saying this, from this point to this point I moved. So how far I moved? How do I know? Right? So how to find out this distance? So this is a formula for distance. Right? What is the distance formula? Square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So this I can take it as what? x1 comma y1, the distance between 2 points. What we are speaking about, the distance between 2 points. Okay, so x2 comma y2, right? In the x2 what we are having, in the x1 what we are having, 1, and y1 3. x2 is 7 and y2 is 6, right? So what we know, x2 minus x1 the whole square. What is x2? 7 minus 1 the whole square plus 6 minus 3 the whole square. So root of 6 squared plus 3 squared gives you how much? 36 plus 9, it's nothing but root 45. It gives you 6.7085, right? This is a distance formula to find distance between the two coordinates. If I want to find the distance between the 2 points, I can use this formula. Distance is nothing but what? Square root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Now we are going to see about section formula. What is mean by section formula? First let us know what is mean by section. The coordinates of a point px comma y which divides a line segment joining points a x1 y1 and b x2 y2 internally in the ratio of m1 is to m2, or what is that, m1 x1 plus m2. So you can see this, you can understand this through the figure. You can see this is a line segment, right? I'm having one line segment. What is that points? One point is A, another point is B. So what P is doing over here? It's dividing the line segment. Is it so? So it is dividing internally, right? So it is dividing the line segment A and B internally. So in which ratio? One is M, another one is what? N. So when a point is dividing the line segment, that where you will use the section formula. So how can I write it? AB is to PB equal to what? M is to N, right? So AP is to PP. So in the AP, what is the ratio it is dividing? M, and PP in the ratio of N. So how can I find the coordinates of this point P? So it's nothing but M x2 plus n x1 by m plus n. Same way what you will do, m plus n is common in both the denominators. So m plus n here also. So x2 plus x1 here, y2 plus y1. You have to do it. This is called what? Section formula. When the point is dividing a line segment, if you want to find out the coordinate of the point, then you will use your section formula, right? So let us understand this through the problem. What are the points given to you? Points are A minus 2 comma 1 and B 1 comma 4. Okay, and it's dividing in the ratio of what? 2 is to 1. This is a question given to you. They are asking you what? What is the coordinates of the P? What is the coordinate of the P? As we have seen, what is the formula? If I want to find the x coordinate, what is the formula I have to use it? X is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2. You can use m1 m2 or mn. You can use according to your whichever it is convenient to you, you can use it. Either you can use m is to n or m1 is to m2, like that you can name it. No issues at all. Okay, so what is m1 over here? 2 into what is x2? X2 is this, right? So 1, right? This is x2 and this is y2 and this is x1 and this is y1. Okay, so 2 into 1 plus what is m2? 1 into what is x1? Minus 2 by 2 plus 1. So if I simplify that, 2 ones are 2. 1 into minus 2 is minus 2 by 3. So 0 by 3 is what? 0 only. If I want to go for the y coordinate, how can I find the y point? m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. So same way, what is y1 over here? 1, right? So 2 into 4 plus 1 into 1 by 2 plus 1. 2 4s are 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. So 9 by 3 is what? 3. So what is the coordinate of the P? We are getting it. It's 0 comma 3. So like this, they can ask you in your entrance exam also, right? They can give you 2 points and they'll say that it is dividing in the ratio of 2 is to 1. Find the coordinate of P, right? Next, we are going to see about equidistance. What does mean by equidistance? Yes, your guess is right, obviously. Equal distance, right? So, if I'm making one point over here, so what is a point over here? It is a Q, right? Q is equal from what? P also and R also. So, Q is the equidistance from where? P as well as R, right? So, what we can do with this now? So based upon this, they can ask you some problems, right? So how they can ask you? They can say you this 2 points are equidistant. Find the missing value, like that. So many formulas we can get it over here. So what is the thing they have given over here? See, this is a point 2y comma y. Let QB and RB are the given points. Okay, as we know, if it is a equidistance, what is the formula? If it is a equidistance, what you will get? PQ equal to PR. PQ equal to PR. Actually, they are asking this P. You have to find the coordinates of P. Okay, so they said this and this is equidistance to P. So what you can say? PQ equal to PR, right? Whenever you want to find the distance between the two points, what is the formula we will use it? Using distance formula, what you will do? Square root of x2 minus x1 the whole squared plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Okay, this is a formula what we will use it for the distance. Okay, so same distance formula we are using over here, right? So what is here? X2 minus x1. First we are taking with the PQ. So what is PQ over here? PQ is 2y, right? 2y minus 2 the whole squared plus y plus 5 the whole squared. What is PR? PR is 2y plus 3 the whole squared, y minus 6 the whole squared. Right? So using distance formula we got it. Anyway, we know both are equal, right? So to remove the square root, what I am doing? Squaring on both sides, right? If I'm squaring on both sides, what will happen? You will get cancelled. You can cancel this square root, and this is the formula for a minus b the whole square. What is that? A minus b the whole squared. So what is the answer? You will get it for a minus b the whole squared. A squared plus b squared minus 2ab, right? The same expansion they've used here also. So what is a over here? 2y. This is b, 2. So 4y squared plus 4 minus 8y. Same way here also a plus b the whole squared. A squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Same way I'm expanding on the other hand side also. So what I'm doing now, here you can see 4y squared will get cancelled. So what is the rest of the things you are having? See, y squared will also get cancelled. So you will have only y term. If I'm getting y terms on one side and constant to other side, you will get totally 2y plus 29 equal to 45. Okay, so plus, see, you can see over here, plus 12y minus 12y will also get cancelled. Okay, so you will get answer as 36 plus 9 will be 45, and this is 25 plus 4 is 29 minus 8y, right, plus 10y, it will give you 2y. So 2y equal to 16. So 45 minus 21 gives you 16. So y equal to what? 8. 2y equal to 16. If 2y is 16, what are the points you know? One is 2y, another one is y, right? 2y is 16, obviously what is y? 8. So what are the coordinates of the P now? It is 16 comma 8. So when they are saying equidistance, you have to remember only one thing. What is this? This both are equal, right? So you will say that PQ equal to PR. So you will use the distance formula to find out the PQ and PR. Through that you will cancel it and you will get your coordinates, right? Next we are going to do how they can ask you some missing value. Okay, so they have given this point is equidistance, then how we can find out the missing point over it. For example, here you can see, given that point, what is the point they have given? P. P is what? K minus 1 comma 2. So in the x coordinate, what they have given? K, unknown value they have given, right? Minus 1 comma 2 is equidistance from which point? A 3 comma k and b k comma 5. So as we know, if it is a equidistance, what is the thing we know? AP squared equal to BP squared. AP squared is equal to what? BP squared, or you can say AP equal to BP, and you will squaring on both sides, you will remove the square root. It's two ways we can do this, right? So what I'm doing, AP squared, what is the distance formula as we know? X2 minus x1 the whole squared. What is x2 here? See, this is x1. We'll write it over here, right? X1, y1. What is x1, y1 over here? X1, y1 is what? 3 comma k, right? What is x2, y2? What is x2, y2 over here? X2, y2 is k comma 5, right? K comma 5. This is x2, y2. Now, as we know, x2 minus x1 the whole square. x2 minus x1 the whole square equal to y2 minus y1 the whole square. So, what is p over here? For AP, we are taking out, right? For AP, what is a x1, y1, and this is x2, y2. So, k minus 1 minus 3 the whole square plus 2 minus k. See here for this AP, how we can take it? For AP, what are the point of x1 and x2? Let me check that. So, what is A point over here? A point is 3 comma k, right? What are the P points we are getting at? K minus 1 comma 2, right? This is x1, this is y1, and this is x2, y2. This is for AP, right? So, same way, what is BP? You'll get same as it is, right? So, in the place of B, what is the point we are getting? K comma 5. So, for BP, you will get K as x1, 5 as y1, and same, right, as in AP, K minus 1 and 2. K minus 1 gives you what? x2, and 2 is y2, right? Now, we are going to substitute this in the formula. x2 minus x1 the whole square. What is x2 here? K minus 1 minus 3 the whole square plus y2 minus y1. y2 minus y1 the whole square equal to, same like that we are doing for the BP squared also. As you know, it is, see, k minus 1 minus 3. This both are constant. So, we can simplify and we can make it as one term. It's nothing but k minus 4 the whole square plus 2 minus k the whole square gives you same like that. So, here also k is there, here also k is there. What will happen? Plus k minus k will get cancelled. So, you will get only minus 1, right? Minus 1 squared plus minus 3 squared. If I am expanding this with a minus b the whole squared, what is the answer? You will get it a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Same way, a squared minus 2ab plus b squared equal to 9. 1 plus 9. So, this will come to this side and you will simplify. Whenever it is a quadratic equation, we learnt it how to simplify it by splitting the term, right? So, this how can I do it? Minus 6k can be written as k squared minus 5k minus k plus 5, right? In polynomials, we have done the factorization, right? In the quadratic equation, how to solve the quadratic equation, we solved this. How to solve it through factorization method, right? So, what we will do, from this k is common, I am taking k minus 5, from this 1 is common, k minus 5. So, what are the two factors I am getting it? Minus 1 and minus 5. So, value of k will be what? Either it will be 1 or 5. Out of this two value, one can be any value for the k. It's a very important question as per your exam point of view. Now, next question, what we are going to do is, they are asking you to find the midpoint as well as area of a triangle, right? So, when you want to find the midpoint, take an average of the 2 points. What is that? Take an average of the 2 points. So, what you can do over here, see, they have given you the midpoint. What are the midpoint they have given for AB? For AB, P is a midpoint. For AC, Q is a midpoint. They have given the midpoint. But for B and C, they didn't give the coordinates. So, by using the midpoint, because to find the area, I need 3 sides, right? Then only I can find the area. So, to find it out, what we are going to use it, midpoint of AP. What is a midpoint? x2 plus x1 by 2. Same way, what for y coordinate? y2 plus y1 by 2. This is for y coordinate and this is for x coordinate. Okay, this is x midpoint and this is y midpoint. So, what is x point they have given here? This is x comma y, right? So, what you will get it now? So, x2 plus, so, see, x plus 1 by 2 equal to what? 2. So, what is x plus 1? X plus 1 equal to 4. So, x is equal to 3. So, what is the coordinate of B now? See, here you can compare with the q, y also. Y minus 4 equal to 2 equal to minus 1. So, y minus 4 equal to minus 2, y equal to 2. So, what the coordinate of B? 3 comma 2. Same way, now I am going to take with AC. As we have done in the previous, we will do the same. So, what is x? It is 0. 0 equal to 1 plus z by 2. So, z is nothing but minus 1. Same way, minus 1 equal to minus 4 plus t by 2. It's minus 2 equal to minus. So, t is what? 2. So, what are the coordinates now we got it? A is 1 comma 4, B is 3 comma 2 and C is minus 1 comma 2. To find the area of a triangle, what is the formula you have to remember is, it's very easy formula. I'll tell you how to write it in the short way, right? First to make it as half and write x y minus y. Okay, like that 3 times you write it. How many times you are writing? For 3 coordinates we are writing 3 times. Okay, 1, then second time is over, then I'm writing with third time. Okay, I'm telling you the short way to remember this formula. Okay, now I'll start the numbering. What I'll do, I'll start the numbering. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I've started with 1. What should come over here? 2. Right, after 2 what should come? 3, 1. I've started with 2. So what is the next number? 3, then 1, 2. Are you getting it? So this is the formula to find area of a triangle. So whatever this you know, x1, y1, x2, y2, you'll take this as x1, y1 and this will be x2, y2 and C will be x3, y3. Just the substitute. We are going to substitute this in the formula. 1 into 2 minus 2 plus 3 into 2 plus 4 minus 1 minus 4 minus 2, right? If I'm simplifying this, what is my area? Area will be 12 square units. It's a very, very important formula for area. It's very easy. No need to by heart. You can write x, y minus y 3 times. Then start numbering with what? 1, 2, 3. Then already I have done with 1. So I'm doing with 2, 3, 1. Then 3, 1, 2. Right, half into this is the area of a triangle formula. Here you have to remember one more point also. Sometimes what they will do is they will give you the 3 points, okay, like A, B, C, and they will say you to check whether it is a collinear or not. How will you say it is a collinear? Collinear means a point lying on the same line. What is that? If I'm saying that, see, this 3 point, what you will say? It's a collinear point. If one point is here, 1 point is here, 1 point, is it a collinear point? No, because it is not lying on the same line. You can see different lines, right? So point lies on the same line. You will say that as what? Collinear points. Then how will you say that this is a collinear point or not? When the area is 0. When the area is 0, then that 3 points will be what? Collinear points, right? When the area is 0, what you will say? That point is called collinear point. If 3 points are given to you, find the area for the 3 points. If area is coming as 0, then you will say what? That point as a collinear point, right? Next, we are going to discuss about area of a triangle. As we have discussed just now, right? How to form by area of a triangle, how will you find out? What is the formula we know? Half into x1, y2 minus y3 plus x2, y3 minus y2 plus x3, y1 minus y2. Right? What is x1 over here? 5 comma 5. What is y2? Y2 is 7 minus of minus 4 plus 4 minus 4 minus 2 plus 7, 2 minus 7. Right? So it's nothing but you have to multiply. Okay, half into, this is half into, don't forget this, it is into. Okay, so 5 into 11 minus 4 into 6 minus 7 into, so 55 minus 24 minus 35. Right? So half into modulus. Whenever it is coming as a negative value, we will take it as positive only, because area can't be in the negative. Okay, so that's why the symbol for modulus, it is half into this modulus. So half into 2. So half into positive 4, it will turn as 2 square units. Right? So now we will have a quick recap on all the formulas, whatever it is important to you to learn in this topic. Okay, coordinate geometry, from taking the first point, what you have to remember is, what is a point? If the point lies on x-axis, obviously y-axis will be what? 0. If same way the point lies on y-axis, x-axis will be what? 0. Don't forget this, right? What is the distance formula we learned? At root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. If the point is the origin, then the distance will be what? Root of x squared plus y squared, because one point will turn as what? 0. Right? Next, area of a triangle, we learned it, right? So what is the area of a triangle? We learned it over here. Area of a triangle is half into x1 y2 plus x2 y3 plus x3 y1. Same way mine. So this is a thing we learned it. Right? This is a formula we learned it actually. xy1 plus x2 y2. This thing we learned it. Then what are the important things you have to remember? In a parallelogram, the diagonals bisect each other. Okay, in square, all 4 sides are what? Equal, and both diagonals are equal. In a rectangle, opposite sides and both diagonals are equal. Okay, Then we learned about section formula, right? If a point divides a line segment, then you will use what formula? Section formula. mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n comma my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. Then we learned about midpoint formula, x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Then they can ask you for the centroid of a triangle. Centroid of a triangle is nothing but adding up of 3 x-axis and adding up of 3 y-axis. So x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, same way y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. As I said you, collinear points, those points, what does the area will be? The area of a triangle will be obviously what? It's a 0. Right? If I'm getting area of a triangle will be 0, then it is collinear point. If you want to go with the 3 points are collinear, what you will get? AB plus BC gives you what? AC. Okay, so the sum of the distance, so if I'm taking with the sides, if I'm not going with the area, if I want to go it with the sides, so how can I do? AB plus BC will give you what? AC. Okay, so distance between the two pairs of is equal to the distance between the third pair. Okay, now let us have a quick recap whatever we learnt it in the coordinate geometry. Okay, coordinate system. What is a coordinate system? Coordinate system is nothing but it's a Cartesian plane where we will plot our points and we will draw a geometrical shape and we will measure that, right? That is a coordinate geometry. So it is a rectangular plane, as we know. What are the axes we are having? X-axis and y-axis. X-axis is called what? Abscissa. Y-axis is ordinate, and it is divided into 4 quadrants. As we know, it is divided into how many quadrants? 4 quadrants, right? Then abscissa, you will say it as x-axis. What is a point of origin? Where the x and y-axis are meeting, the point of origin will be 0, 0. Then y-axis, you will say it as what? Ordinate. Right, these are the things we learned. A point lies on the y-axis, then x-axis will be what? 0, and the point lies on the y-axis, then x-axis will be 0. A point lies on the x-axis, then y-axis will be 0. You have to remember these things. Next we learned about the distance formula, x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Then we learned about section formula, right? mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, y equal to my2 plus ny1 by m plus n, right? Then we learnt about section formula. In the section formula, internal division. External division means you will take up with negative sign. Internal division means you will do with a positive sign in the formula. External division means you will do with negative sign. Okay, then we learned about midpoint formula, x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Then we learned what is centroid, and we learned about area of a triangle formula, right? By this we came end of this session. I hope it's very clear to you about coordinate geometry, right? Thank you.